In Oxnard, I understand RG2 were both making plays at this evening's practice.
I'll tell you what, I didn't know they were referred to as RG2, but I'm rolling with it, Bill. Rico Gathers had a great catch. And Randy Gregory, that's been the story. That was the big story tonight as he makes his way back to the NFL after missing nearly the last 2 seasons for violating the league's substance abuse policy. He's turning heads for positive reasons so far in this training camp. And all people could talk about at the end of practice was number 94. You know, Randy Gregory, in the words of Jerry Jones, he deserves another shot. He deserves another shot because he's done everything that's been asked of him to do up until this point. Now, why did the Cowboys stay with him so long? That's been the theme, because they believe he can turn this thing around. They believe other players have done so in the past, and they're confident this time he will make good.
I just know that his attitude, his want-tos, his genuineness, those are things that I've heard players talk about, but I will say that it's mirrored all the way through and up through the organization. Everybody here is rooting for him. He doesn't want any slack, but I know he sees the care that everybody has for him.
From a former second-round pick in Randy Gregory to this year's first-round pick, linebacker Leighton Vander Esch. Would you believe he was born to hunt down the man with the ball? And now you're going to see why.
When Leighton Vander Esch takes the field this season, it'll be easy to see why the Cowboys made him their first-round pick. One of the biggest linebackers you'll ever meet, but at the same time, from one of the smallest communities imaginable, with a population of 410 people.
There's guys that can play football. There's guys that can do everything, no matter where they grow up. It's just there's not very many. There's not the slim pickings and Riggins and in small towns like that in Idaho.
You don't have to look far to find out why he's worthy of playing for the most valuable franchise in all of sports.
Hey, what's up? How you doing, man? Well, you've raised your son well now. I'll tell you what, he's doing a great job. Doing a great job. It was fun to watch him play tonight, but he's going about it the right way. So, credit to you guys.
Darwin and Sandy Vander Esch basking in the glory of the kid they say could twist his hips way before he ever dropped back in coverage. And he's never been afraid of a challenge because of advice they've always given him.
Just to stay yourself, you know, and stay humble and be willing to learn, you know, every day. And just remember your background is the main thing. Remember your background, your roots, and that mom and dad have taught you well to work hard and strive for your dreams.
Give him a chance to play. He loves to play the game. He loves the game of football, and he wants to win, and he wants to bring home a championship to you guys. So he wants to see Dallas get another Super Bowl, 2 or 3 or 4 of them. Then he is going to play his heart out for you guys.
And understand one thing. Leighton has always been a Cowboy at heart and never shied away from going after the big one.
Yeah, I like being out in the woods, running around and hunting and getting outdoors and doing stuff like that. That's just me, and that's just my personality, and I like being out there.
Especially with his father owning a bear and wolf hunting company. But what's harder, bringing them down or bringing down quarterbacks?
I don't know if you can even relate the two. They're pretty different. I don't even know if I can answer that.
He can answer the question of where his passion for being an outdoorsman began.
And that's a way for us to go out and get us food for the whole year for our whole entire family, is getting an elk or a deer. I mean, that feeds the family for pretty much the whole year instead of going to the store and buying the meat like that.
Now peels away left, throws on the run, and intercepted out of bounds by a diving Leighton Vander Esch.
And now Leighton's mission is to help his football family hunt down a 6th Super Bowl title. How fitting would it be for the small-town kid to deliver that for Big D?
I feel like I've carried that chip probably on my shoulder my whole entire life. No doubt. That's just how I am. That's how I'm wired. That's how I work.
And, Bill, now you know why his entire team calls him the Wolf Hunter. Live in Oxnard, California, Keith Russell, CBS 11 Sports.
All right.